Carlos, lay down covering fire. We fight our way through the streets. Mason, on me. Let's go.
The barrio starts 2 streets over. Miguel, he's a friend of mine. With brick we built a reputation, like dry ice in the summertime. Now all you need's an electric razor, a magic bullet and a grassy knoll. The whole world's just a little oyster, just Snow White and her poison apples.
Hurry it up! This is it. You ready to make history?
Okay, here's me making a decision whether to rescue or harvest the little girl in BioShock. This is important because it shows interactivity in video games and decision making. Basically, this form of interactivity provokes emotion, and that makes it an integral part of the video game art argument. This is what Smuts and Tavanor talk about mostly in their articles, and I'm going to come back and show you instead of saving how you can kill the girl and therefore change the outcome of the game. And okay, basically this is now I'm going to make the decision to harvest her, and as you see, it's a big different experience. In the end, later in the game, this actually changes what I do and changes how the girls react to me. So this kind of interactivity provokes emotion and changes the game.
There's a bowling alley up here. We should play.
Cool. Let's go bowling then.
Nico, are you some kind of gangster? Thanks for taking me out. I haven't been on a date for a while. I'm kind of lonely here.
I thought you were doing me a favor by going out with me. You're the local.
I'm not a local in Liberty City.
Myself, Michelle. Don't worry about me. Sorry again.
Okay, so here we have one of the more detailed games in Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and I'm going to show how I have a conversation with a guard, and basically it's a completely unique conversation to me. Here I can talk about rumors, different bosses, directions of where to go, and for example, if I ask for directions, he's going to tell me where I can sleep, what services, landmarks, etc., wherever I want to go. So this conversation is completely unique to me, and this is an example of the interactivity in a detailed game like Elder Scrolls 4. Okay, so here we have an example. I want to talk about strong interactive media and weak interactive media and the difference. And here, you know, basically weak interactive media is movies, books, novels, where the only thing you get to decide is basically where to start and finish it. But with here, this is a video game. The structure of the game is shaped by the creator, but the path or style of playing the game is heavily influenced and altered by me as I play it. So here, I could have saved or killed this guy, Playboy X in Grand Theft Auto, and I decided to kill him. Okay, so here we have Grand Theft Auto 4 and the killing of Dwayne, which I had to pick to kill between him and Playboy X. And this is an important scene because it's kind of emotional. I break into his house, and I have to make the decision based off my emotions, senses, and intellect, which all allude to a form of art. So here you see this is basically the killing, and this is going to affect the game directly because choosing to kill Dwayne is going to result in doing a lot more missions for Playboy, getting prizes from Playboy, and just a lot more work with Playboy because Dwayne's gone. And here I bust into the next room, and this is one of Dwayne's homeboys, and I also have to make the decision to kill him or save him. And either way, this won't really affect the game quite as much, but it's still a decision you have to make. And if I run, then he's going to last, and he could snitch on me or whatever. And if I kill him, then there's a little scene of me shooting him, and life goes on for me. So here we have Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and I'm going to show the aesthetic art of the game in the form of the detail. And basically over here we have Oblivion, and where a majority of the whole game takes place. But over on this side, across the river, we have a full area of land, as you can see on the map. This is where the game takes place. Yet over here you have all this open land to explore, hunt, do whatever you want to do. And there's really no reason for this to even be in the game other than for your own enjoyment. So this is an example of the art in the actual game in terms of just the beauty and detail in the game. Okay, so here we have an example of the art of Grand Theft Auto in the form of gameplay. I've taken a helicopter to the top of the city to show the art at sunset. So here we have sunset, and you can change this by going to cheats and weather. And basically this cheat allows you to change the weather to any preference you want. And I feel like all of them are very, very artistic, very different, and it's all up to your preference. Now, to combine this with the interactivity in the game, I've crossed a border that I wasn't supposed to cross, which gave me 5 stars, and I now have to decide how I want to approach the situation in terms with all the cops that are now coming after me. I can fight them, I can run, I can give up, whatever I want to do. And so just to show of all the different options you have, just an example, is I just choose to jump right out and commit suicide. And that will directly result how I play the game, because obviously I'll be in the hospital with less money. So that's an example of interactivity in the game and how to approach a situation and art in the form of game. So here we have the actual official trailer of the first Max Payne, which came out in 2002. So it's right at the beginning of the span from 2000 to 2010. It's a really important game to video games because it doesn't rely so much on graphics, but a really, really interesting storyline of a man who's framed for killing his own wife. It provokes anger in the first player by really showing all the pain, and it actually shows like how the wife is killed, and it makes you very motivated and draws upon your emotions. Here in this upcoming scene right here, you can actually hear his wife being killed. And so this is pretty cool to listen to and understand. This is his apartment. And so you can hear how that could draw emotion on a gamer.
I loved a triple spiral, my maiden mother crone.